It is a 4-stage obstacle course designed to test people to their very core. Many will accept the challenge, but most will crumble under the pressure. Does anyone have what it takes to become the champion of Junsei Ryou? In the previous season of Junsei Ryou, 12 people tried to take on the course. There were a few surprising failures along the way, and despite Jordan and Derek's best efforts, no one was able to get past stage 3. This time around, 21 people have arrived to take on the first stage. For stage 1, competitors will have 55 seconds to complete 7 obstacles. First, competitors will have to make their way through the stone steps. Then, competitors will have to cross the unbalanced bridge. After that, they'll have to take a ride on the whip swing. Then, they'll have to cross the split and make their way past the lever of doom. After that, they're going to have to get on the metal bounce and finally make their way up the rope climb in order to hit the buzzer to stop the clock. How many people will pass stage 1? Let's find out. Alright, first up is the individual who drew number 1 for this tournament. It is Kelsey. She gets onto the stone steps. She's making her way through rather gingerly. Only 55 seconds on this particular course this time around. For this competition, all the competitors that you'll see in this tournament chose a random number to determine the order this time around. So some of the favorites might go earlier, and some of the new people might go later in the course. Kelsey just completed the unbalanced bridge, now making her way to the whip swing. Loses her balance there for a bit. Her pace is rather slow at the moment. She really should pick things up as she approaches the split. Really taking her time to get through. Now, and time was not on her side, but unfortunately she made her way unsuccessfully through the split and has been disqualified for going off course. Alright, next up, the individual who drew number 2 is one of the top Junsei Ryou competitors. It's Jordan. He made it further than anyone else last time, going all the way to the final obstacle of stage 3, and the stone steps posed no problems to him this time around. He finished it in less than 5 seconds. We'll see if drawing a low number will hurt him this time around, but so far so good as he makes his way through the unbalanced bridge, has a perfect swing on the whip swing. Now here's the split. The rules are you have to hold position in between the 2 trees and then touch the marking that's on the right side of the tree. He gets that no problem. Now onto the lever of doom. He looks a little bit unsteady, but gets his way through. 20 seconds left. Looks like he is going to be able to make his way back to stage 3. All he has to do is climb this rope, and he does it. One step closer to stage 3 and maybe even the final stage. Can Jordan do it this time around? Well, he's 1/4 of the way there so far. Alright, next up on the course is a rookie named Brian. Let's see how he does on Junsei Ryou stage 1. And slight hesitation there, and now he's going through fast, and oh no! He went through the stone steps too fast and ended up losing his balance at the end. His momentum drove him off the front of the stone steps, and just like that, he is eliminated from the competition. What a shame. Alright, up next is another rookie for the course. It is Dana. Let's see how she does. Get on that 3rd stone step with authority. She gets through the obstacle. Now onto the unbalanced bridge. She is picking up the pace. There's a very nice pace on her behalf. Onto the whip swing. A great swing right there, showing others how it's done. Now onto the split. Holds herself up. Hits the marker. So far, so good. Now onto the lever of doom. Can she end? Oh no! She lost it on the lever of doom. Perhaps she underestimated the obstacle, but just slips off towards the end and unfortunately has been eliminated. Alright, next up is Matt. Back in Junsei Ryou 1, he made it all the way to the final stage. However, last time he made an early exit in stage 2. Can he make it back to the final stage this time around? He gets through the stone steps with no difficulty whatsoever. Looking very wobbly on the unbalanced bridge. But he still makes it through onto the whip swing now. Great swing right there. He's approaching the split. Matt does have a tendency to be a bit of the... Whoa!
Yeah, that counts.
Wow. He managed to hold on, and he still moves on because he didn't land out of bounds at any point. And now he's onto the rope swing, trying to make up some time. And he clears with approximately 11 seconds left. A real heart stopper of a moment right there. But Matt makes it through to the next stage, and he is one step closer to potentially making it back to the final stage. Alright, next up is Ryan. He competed last time in Junsei Ryou. Even though he is one of the younger competitors, he actually went quite far in stage 1, almost completing it. Let's see how he does. He's looking pretty good on stone steps so far. Makes his way over to the unbalanced bridge. Make sure he has both weights in his hands. Gets onto the first section of beams, onto the transfer section. Making sure he's nice and steady, and he is cleared with that. Onto the whip swing. Once again, making sure he has his footing. And perfect swing across, no problem there. Now onto the split. This section could be tricky for him because of his size. And he makes his way through onto the lever of doom, trying to make sure he maintains his balance. However, his time is starting to run low. He has a mere 10 seconds left. Onto the metal bounce, 5 seconds left. He needs to hurry. Will he become the youngest competitor to clear? And oh no! So close, but unfortunately a little too slow at the end, and he was unable to clear. Despite a good effort, he will not be moving on to stage 2. Alright, next up is another one of our many newcomers. This is Sam. Let's see how he does. Making his way very quickly on the stone steps, no problem there. Onto the unbalanced bridge now. And he got through, no problem there. Only 10 seconds have passed, 15 seconds now. Make his way through the whip swing. Onto the split. He's got to make sure he holds that position. And he holds it very nicely. Perfect spot. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Was not expecting that. He tried jumping directly into the middle of the lever of doom, and it just did not pay off. Huge risks there, probably unnecessary, and he ended up losing his balance and has been eliminated. That's a shame. Alright, next up on the course is Keiko. This is his grand return to Junsei Ryou. In Junsei Ryou 1, he made it all the way to stage 3. However, he did not compete in Junsei Ryou 2. How will he do in his big return in Junsei Ryou 3? Let's find out. As he is currently in the middle of the unbalanced bridge, he's taking a cautious yet effective approach. On the way to the whip swing, about 30 seconds left, so he's exhausted about half his time so far. Probably gonna want to pick up the pace a little bit. As you can see, Keiko always looking stylish when he's on the course. Gets through the split just fine. Now onto the lever of doom, about 15 seconds left. Making sure he keeps his balance, he makes his way through. Now into the metal bounce, less than 10 seconds to go. He needs to make sure he picks up the pace. Onto the rope climb, 5 seconds left. Can he make it? And he can, with just a little less than 2 seconds left. And so Keiko manages to make his grand return back to stage 2, clearly not showing any ring rust as he is moving on. And he ends it all with a cool pose. Alright. And now it's time for a newcomer named Naomi. Let's see how she will handle the course. Making her way rather slowly through the stone steps. So far, very tentative on the obstacle, but she has made it through. She's made it through. That's good. That's good. She needs to pick it up, though, because she's already spent 20 seconds of her 55-second time limit. And she is now halfway through the unbalanced bridge. making her way rather slowly. I do question the use of flip-flops, quite frankly, especially when she gets to the split. We'll see if she gets there, though, as she now tackles this whip swing, and yeah, unfortunately, that didn't work out for her very well. Oh well, better luck next time, I guess.
Pose.
Alright, now it's time for yet another newcomer. This is Nico, giving us a very stoic pose. Let's see how he does. He makes his way onto the stone steps, pauses at that third step to make sure he doesn't overshoot things. He's now making his way to the unbalanced bridge. Stepping very carefully through the... oh! Wow! Just like that, he loses his balance and goes right off the obstacle, and seemingly out of nowhere, he has been eliminated. Alright, and now the final competitor for the first half of Stage 1 is Ashton. Last time he actually improved on himself by clearing the first stage. Will he be able to repeat his success this time around, as he is already on the unbalanced bridge? He is looking good so far. Seems like he has learned after he slipped up on Stage 1 back in Junsei Ryou 1. He has a good pace as he makes his way into the split, forces his way through those trees, makes sure as he hits the correct mark, onto the lever of doom, making sure he steadies himself and he gets across. A little close there with the landing, but now onto the metal bounce with plenty of time left. All that's left is the rope climb, and as long as he doesn't fall, he should be able to move on to Stage 2, and that is exactly what happens. Ashton repeats his success from last time, and once again, he is moving on to the second stage. Congratulations to him. We have reached the end of this episode. So far, 11 people have taken on Stage 1, and of them, 4 have completed the course and will be moving on to Stage 2. How many of the remaining 10 competitors will join them? Tune in next time to find out.
The only thing worth having was found at the end of each day. But that was then and this is now, and he's far gone, and his voice had lingered on for far too long. He said, my fearless son, you can't be stronger than them all. Their blades control the sky and if your jungle likely fall. And you need an alibi just to pass by in this life, cause your shield can't protect you from death's sight. Oh no. When he left to find himself, I left his spirit and body and soul. I also left my family, literally. Cause if he's not worth anything, then what do I know? I'm just a carbon copy of a death machine. You'll never breathe, and you'll never touch the water. You'll never see the sights that are your father.